Washington Representative Gerald Nadler of New York has a bold pitch to take over the top Democratic spot on the House Judiciary Committee that he is best positioned to lead impeachment proceedings against President Trump. As our constitutional expert, and with his demonstrated leadership on impeachment in the 90s, Nadler is our strongest member to lead a potential impeachment, Mr. Nadler wrote on a pocket-sized leaflet outlining his record. "Not so fast," says Representative Zoe Lofgren of California, his main opponent for the slot. Not only was she on the committee when Bill Clinton was impeached in 1998, but she was a part of its staff during the proceedings against Richard M. Nixon 2 decades earlier, a better model, she argues, for taking on Mr. Trump. Democrats have no shortage of priorities before the Judiciary Committee, which handles a range of hot-button issues including immigration, guns, abortion, and domestic surveillance. But with Democrats increasingly bullish about their chances of retaking the House next year, the candidates fighting for control of the committee have dispensed with niceties and are openly campaigning on the I word, impeachment. It may never come to that. "We have no idea what Bob Mueller will provide," Ms. Lofgren said in an interview last week, referring to the special counsel, Robert S. Mueller III, who is investigating links between Mr. Trump's campaign and Russia. "But," she continued, "should it come to that, I hope that I would have the experience to cope with that in a very orderly and fair and informed manner." House Democrats will choose between the two seasoned Democrats on Wednesday, when they vote to replace Representative John Conyers Jr., who held down the top Democratic seat on the panel for a quarter-century before accusations of sexual misconduct forced him into unexpected retirement earlier this month. And as rumors sweep through the Capitol that Mr. Trump could soon fire Mr. Mueller, Democrats have whipped themselves into a frenzy, seeing themselves as possibly the last line of defense. "We're in the fight of our lives in 2018 and the rule of law is at the center of all the controversy," said Representative Jamie Raskin, a freshman from Maryland who is a constitutional law scholar. "The position is central to our ability to stand up for the Constitution and the Bill of Rights." Given its broad policy portfolio, the committee tends to attract some of the most partisan members from both parties, and over the years the committee has earned a reputation as one of the most cutthroat in Congress. Impeachment hearings in 1998 devolved into partisan brawls, and the Judiciary Committee chairman at the time, Henry Hyde of Illinois, became the chief prosecutor of Mr. Clinton in his Senate trial. Mr. Hyde also became a target of Democratic partisans, accused of his own marital infidelity 3 decades before Mr. Clinton's sex-charged proceedings. That experience is clearly informing the fight now for the Democratic top slot. Mr. Nadler, 70, who represents parts of Manhattan's Upper West Side and Brooklyn, pitches himself as a fighter with a lifelong commitment to civil rights and civil liberties and an expertise in constitutional law, a distinction he argues will count should the House explore an impeachment case against Mr. Trump.